as they say around here. How's everybody doing? Great. So listen, we're going to be here for an hour. I'm going to share with you some of the blood, sweat, and tears and the unbelievable creativity that's been brought to you by the 8,000 members of EA Nation, the 8,000 employees that are part of EA. I am so proud, honored, and privileged to come here from San Francisco to join you on the Gold Coast to share with you what we have in store over the next 3 to 6 months of all the unbelievable games that we develop at Electronic Arts. Now, I know you know what we do, but here's a little refresher. About this magnificent industry that we all love and enjoy, that of gaming. And we're going to talk a little bit about where it's going. We at Electronic Arts truly believe that you are in charge. I've been in this business 12, 13 years. Who remembers the Sega Dreamcast? Yeah. That's when I came in and I learned about the power of the people that are sat here in front of me. The power of what we call by popular demand. Unlike movies, unlike music, we relate and deliver what you tell us to. We listen to you, you criticize us, you give us feedback, all of which we listen to. Sometimes we cringe, but most of it we then interpret into the incredible games you just saw in that video there. So from the, you have to say that one again. I'm good at, thank you. Have you tried it? All right, let's talk about the way that games are going on. We're just going to keep plowing through. I'm from Liverpool. I can take it. There's nothing I haven't heard. FIFA 12 doesn't suck, right? FIFA Ultimate Team is the epitome of what we're doing to deliver 365-day-a-year experiences about creation, about having those great teams. Look, I'm from Liverpool. I love playing as Liverpool, but it'd be interesting to see what it would look like with Wayne Rooney, or even Harry Kewell, the Leeds United Harry Kewell, actually, that I would prefer playing for us. And we're going to talk about Harry in a little bit. This is a great example of how gaming has changed since I got in the industry with Sega Dreamcast, when we were doing online gaming, but through a 28K modem. You then think about how our industry's changed. Who knows what game this is? Yeah. That is you can barely tell, but that is a Ferrari Testarossa. Look at those polygons. You'd be amazed. That was state-of-the-art back in 1994. Look at what it looks like now with Need for Speed The Run. This is a McLaren chasing down a Paglia Wayru at about 150 miles an hour. How our industry has changed, the powers of computing, but the input that we've got from you, and how this industry, how this market, how this segment that is racing has changed. When I think of the days of going back to the first ever online game I ever saw, which was Sega Rally. 1999, 28K modem, zero lag and latency, the brilliance of what we were doing back then. Look where we are today. Look at this, look at Brazil there, celebrating a goal on the Sega Genesis. All right, we were talking about Harry Kewell. Here he is. What teams you play for? Melbourne Victory in the A-League. Look at the speed there, because you know when I saw him at Liverpool, Harry would be pulling a hamstring at right about now and being out for 2 months. The brilliance of what we've done at EAC in Vancouver, FIFA 12, 3.2 million units sold in the first week, over 100 million game sessions already. This is the difference in the industry that we all contribute now. This is what we now look at the world of connected coming together. This is not develop a game, ship it to you guys, walk away, do it again. 365 days a year, we're working, live operations teams bringing you new content as it comes along. Look how gorgeous that game is now in comparison to what we thought was state of the art. Here's a blast from the past. Who remembers when FPSs were absolutely just a PC format? That the consoles had no business. The days of id, yeah, I mean Quake and Doom and then Counter-Strike maybe, but Medal of Honor there. State of the art again. Look at it last year. Just absolutely gorgeous. Here we are in Afghanistan, the tier ones are under attack. This is what the games look like now. Again, how our industry has progressed. Who knows what this is? Top Gun. Many of you weren't born. This is 1987. This is on the SNES, as we called it in those days, the Nintendo Entertainment System. I spent hundreds of hours trying to land that F-14 Tomcat on that aircraft carrier deck. How many people shared my pain? Those of you that are older than like 23, 24. How about this today? If you haven't seen Battlefield 3 out there, and this level is out there playable, you come up there, Sergeant Blackburn takes you up and you get into your FA-18 Hornet, and you get into the skies and take on the MiGs. Again, the progression of how gaming has changed from what we thought was state-of-the-art, and what I love playing there in Top Gun on the SNES to where we are today. The progression, it's all because of you. It's all because of the investment we've all made in time and money and the resources companies like ourselves to be able to develop computing power and coming together. Not about us selling to you, but all of us coming together to create experiences that look like this. So think about, this was a simpler time. This was 2001. We all recognize those platforms. The PlayStation 2 in particular was going to go and do over 100 million units. All right, there was 200 million gamers, that's a lot. We fast forward to where we are today, and now look at all of these. These are gaming platforms from browsers, to portables, to tablets, to smartphones, all of which EA develops an experience for you on. When we think about what does the future hold, what will we look like when all of these come together? What will we look like when actually our iPhone and our iPad actually start talking to each other? Would there ever be a day when consoles can truly have multi-platform gaming against each other? What's the role of the PC going forward? What about social network games? We're going to talk about those later on as well. So this is the future of gaming. This is where we like to think at Electronic Arts we're driving, trying to tie together all of these platforms and bringing you your favorite games on each of those. As any company that's going through the transformation that this industry is going through, you have to have a vision. All of you have your own personal goals and objectives, and so do we. We believe we unite the world through play. We provide you with magnificent brands and franchise experience for every platform, no matter how much money you've got, how much time you've got, where you happen to be, what you're holding in your hand at the right time. Whether you're in your living room, whether you're on the subway, whether you're at work. How do we do that? Our job is to build a platform. It's build that playground, to tie everything together as you saw on that previous slide. And this is our mission. And this in this world of connected entertainment now, that is far superior than what movies and music and anything else can deliver. This is what we're doing, and this is what we're doing for you, with you. And making sure we get the feedback. And yes, you don't like Origin right now. It's 5 months old. Right? But the ability for us to be able to interact with you directly through our own portable that is Origin will evolve every single month. 2 years from now, I'll come back here, or Sydney, or wherever we go from here, and we'll talk about what Origin means to be able to EA to talk to its consumers, to help its consumers, for you to be able to download your favorite games and see what your friends are playing at any given time. That is the future of the digital playground. That is the future of things like Origin. That is the future of what this industry is all about. Let's think now about how we go forward. What is going to make the difference in this world? Look at those great brands that are coming onto the screen behind me. And it will be brands that make the difference. All of your favorite games are up there. Some of which are new, some of which are 20 years old and keep coming back every single year and delighting and surprising you. And that is the key, having the, and believe me, we could have 5 slides filled with brands. You know all of these, some of them are new. Things like Plants vs. Zombies and Bejeweled. Obviously, we've just acquired PopCap because we see the future of gaming is not just, look, we love Battlefield 3, we love Need for Speed The Run, we love Mass Effect 3. But there's also a time and a place to play Plants vs. Zombies and Bejeweled. And there's a time and a place to go on Facebook and play The Sims Social. It doesn't mean, because it's casual, that it's wrong. That's what always annoys me sometimes when we say, well, it's not a high, therefore it's bad for gaming. No, it's not. I'll play Sims Social, I'll play Battlefield 3. Depends where I am, how much time I've got, where I happen to be in the world at any given time. That's what this industry is all about, and that's why we need to be able to work together to be able to get the feedback from you to say what is working and what isn't. Think about any play, anytime, anywhere, right? And FIFA now is the best example. You're all very familiar with FIFA 12. Here's the first time now we're starting to reward you and recognize you for playing FIFA on all of these different platforms. It's called EA Sports Football Club. No matter whether you play FIFA on your iPhone, FIFA on your iPad, FIFA on your PS3, or FIFA on your PC, it all rolls up into Football Club. You start off, if you played FIFA 12, the first question we ask you, what is your favorite club? Liverpool. And as I play FIFA 12, I contribute to Liverpool on a global basis. We look at the teams now, no surprise. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, AC Milan. Those are the clubs that people indicate are their favorite clubs. And we watch the league tables rise. Liverpool's going to play Manchester United tonight, local time here. Liverpool will win 2-1. Suarez out. Woo! I know there's a rugby match as well. You're all a little worried about the next night, but I guarantee you we will have 2 million simulations in the next 6 to 8 hours of Liverpool versus Manchester United on FIFA 12. I mean, that's the key. We're bringing sports to life in ways that were unimaginable before and tying it all together through EA Sports Football Club. Now, new ways to play. I heard some hissing and booing. This is not bad. How many people, hands up, see how many people are playing Sim Social right now? Okay, at least 30 or 40 hands went up there. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's free. You're all on Facebook. It's about life. You've got to eat. You've got to go to the bathroom. You've got to get washed. You've got to go visit people. You've got to be sociable. 130 million people have bought a Sims game. 130 million people have played billions of hours of Sims. It is going to be part of our gaming diet going forward here. It takes me about 5 minutes a day to take care of my sim and go visit people, and I love it. And 66 million people in 2 months have already played it, 3 times the population of this country. Need for Speed The Run. How many people have tried it outside already? All right, if you haven't, you give it a go. I'm going to give you a little brief look at here. All know about Autolog, right? The next level of social gaming. I race, I tell you, I did it in 2 minutes and 32 seconds. I send you my ghost, you have to beat it. Let's take a look at Need for Speed, The Run.
Peggy 16.
So where do we go next? You think of all these great experiences that we have. We think about the future. It's my job as the COO of Electronic Arts to think about what you need 5 years from now. You want bigger games. I heard the cheering for Battlefield 3, and believe me, we're going to get to that in a bit. I know you want bigger games, you want better games. You want to play at any time, you want to play it anywhere, you want to play it on the way home. You're going to be driving home tonight or tomorrow, you want to be able to play it in the car. You want to play it cross-platform. You don't want to be restricted to one device. You want to be rewarded to playing on your iPhone, playing on your iPad, playing on your PC, playing on your console. You want it to mean something. That becomes the future. The key is you're going to be in charge. You as gamers are really dictating this industry in a way you've never been able to do before. You've got the tools through social networks to tell companies like ourselves where we need to do. You vote with your wallets. It's very clear that if a game doesn't land financially, you voted with your wallet. You don't like it, you don't think the quality's there, you don't like the online experience, you vote with your wallets. Companies like us react to that and deliver what you need, when you need it, and we invest accordingly. And that is the future of our industry. We're looking at an industry now that is going to be $50 billion this year. All of that money gets rolled into investing in developing great games for the next year and the year after and the year after that. And that is the cycle we're in. I applaud you for everything and your passion, and I love the heckling and I love the opinions. I love the fact that we're passionate about what we do. And the feedback on things like Origin is something we hear, we take to heart, and we keep working on it till we get it right. FIFA's a great example. Who remembers FIFA versus Pro Evo Soccer 4 years ago? Right? And we kept investing, and we started to make headroads against our competitor. And what we did is we grew the football market together. We built a brand new engine. We made sure everything we did was authentic, because the feedback we were getting from you was you didn't like where we were going with the FIFA franchise. No different than everything else we're doing. We're going to talk later on, you're going to see something about the shooter segment, obviously, and where we're going to be there over the next few years, because we continue to invest in brand new engines. In fact, as you know, the Frostbite 2 engine, which is the core of Battlefield 3, is what we're using to develop Need for Speed The Run. So let's move on. Who's familiar with this game? All right, let's take a quick look at Mass Effect 3 and we'll talk about it.
$2 million dead in the first day. Another 7 million by the end of the first week. Every defense annihilated. All our forces on the run. Regrouping somewhere. Reports are coming in from other major cities. It's a well-coordinated attack. And so far it's been damned effective. Don't know what they are, what they want, or where they came from. Only one thing is certain. If Shepard doesn't bring help soon, there won't be an Earth left to save.
One of my favorite franchises. I was fortunate enough to be at Xbox when Dr. Greg and Dr. Ray came and brought us Mass Effect, a spectacular RPG that really redefined what we thought about RPGs. You're all familiar, I'm showing you some screenshots from the current game now. AAA storytelling, implications in the game, what you do has real consequences. You've got this galactic war going on. You're going to have the beginning of it, the middle of it, and eventually the end of it. Everything that BioWare has ever done in RPG is going to be represented in this game here. The combat, the real storytelling that's going to tug at your heartstrings, in particular, that this particular iteration of Mass Effect is going to be spectacular in that route. As you know, you're going to go 4-player co-op multiplayer, and being able to work on online with 3 other people from around the world to be able to build against some of these incredible challenges you're going to see in the game. Here's some of the screens that I think you're very familiar with, the concept of being Special Elite Forces. You've got real challenging boss characters coming at you. You've got the power-ups that I think you know very, very well within what BioWare typically does. It is a spectacular product from the BioWare studios, and we can't wait to be able to bring it to you here. It's going to be, I think, mind-blowing from the perspective of how RPGs develop. Again, AAA combat, but most importantly, 4-player multiplayer co-op, working together to be able to get through what is going to be a very challenging but yet gorgeous game. And congratulations once again to the team at BioWare. They're going to be able to bring you this. They're absolutely spectacular, the whole thing. Now, they couldn't be here today. They weren't fortunate enough to have the time that I did to come down from San Francisco because they're working hard in the game. But I got a video message from Casey Hudson, who's the executive producer on Mass Effect 3.
Hey everyone, I'm Casey Hudson, executive producer of Mass Effect 3 here at BioWare. As the final battle against the Reapers approaches, we want to thank you for supporting Mass Effect over the years, and for helping make it the huge success that it's been so far. But it's not over yet. Mass Effect 3 definitely looks to be the best game of the series. As Commander Shepard, you'll be playing through a vital mission and gathering allies to stop the Reaper attack. And you can do it as either a soldier, an engineer, or Sentinel combat class. The choice is yours. Mass Effect 3 will be everything you've loved so far in the series and much more. Commander Shepard, the Normandy, and many of the characters you've shared your adventures with will once again return to defend Earth and the rest of the galaxy from the Reaper's attack. So join the battle and bring your friends as well, because it's going to be one hell of a fight. See you all there. Thank you.
So go to BioWare.com for more information coming March of next year. Couldn't be more excited.